From the National Park of American Samoa to Acadia National Park and everywhere in between, the U.S. National Park System is a treasure trove of natural beauty. These parks, as Pulitzer Prize-winning writer and historian Wallace Stegner so eloquently wrote, are the best idea we ever had, absolutely American, absolutely democratic. They reflect us at our best rather than our worst. Stegner expressed our collective belief that these pristine spaces belong to the people and should be enjoyed and preserved for future generations. But beneath this idyllic surface lies a darker reality. The majestic peaks, remote trails, and hidden valleys are also the settings of horrific crimes and baffling mysteries, where park rangers must confront both the forces of nature and the dark impulses of humanity. From snow-capped mountains and plunging waterfalls to dense woodlands and crystal-clear lakes, U.S. national parks welcome hundreds of millions of visitors annually, inviting them into the wondrous calm, a welcome respite from the demands of modern life. Established in 1872, Yellowstone became the first U.S. national park, predating the formation of the National Park Service, NPS, by nearly 50 years. It wasn't until 1916, with the signing of the Organic Act by President Woodrow Wilson, that the NPS was officially created as a federal bureau within the Department of the Interior. Today, the agency oversees 433 sites, including parks, battlefields, monuments, historical sites, seashores, recreation areas, and even the White House, spanning more than 85 million acres across all 50 states, the District of Columbia, and U.S. territories. In addition to protecting natural and cultural landmarks, the NPS promotes outdoor activities that appeal to just about everyone: hiking, swimming, spelunking, wildlife viewing, camping, stargazing, and exploring historical sites. These adventures draw hundreds of millions of visitors each year. In 2023 alone, the national parks recorded 325.5 million visits and 1.4 billion recreation hours. That's an awful lot of campfires, memories, and s'mores. Although this book focuses primarily on mysteries, deaths, and disappearances in national parks, it's helpful to understand the broader system of public lands, particularly national forests, where several of these stories also unfold. National forests, which the U.S. Forest Service manages under the Department of Agriculture, are public lands, but they have a distinct history and mission from national parks. The Forest Reserve Act of 1891 granted the President the authority to establish forest reserves to provide the greatest amount of good for the greatest amount of people in the long run, according to Gifford Pinchot, the first chief of the U.S. Forest Service. The Forest Service manages national forests to ensure they remain healthy, productive, and biologically diverse, supporting activities such as logging, habitat conservation, fishing, and public recreation.